Alright, what is happening, champions? Here we are in the T1 Heavy. Yes, that's right. I went back to my M3 Lee, got enough experience, and finally got myself an American heavy tank. And I've got to say, I love this tank. I am having such a great time driving it. And you're going to see that. This is my very first match in the T1 Heavy. I have a stock turret, a stock gun. The only thing that I don't have stock was tracks. I went back and got the better tracks so I could put on a medium caliber tank gun rammer and improved ventilations class 3. You'll see that at the end of the video. But yes, the T1 Heavy, I'm loving this thing to death, and you're going to see that very much. So let's go ahead and just start the match here. Of course, it's my very first match in this thing. I'm not fast at all. I don't have any other engine upgrades or turret or gun or anything like that. Not yet. I will in the next video I show you. But in this one, I'm completely stock. And I am top tier 5, or yeah, tier 5 top, so tier 5 maximum, and T1 Heavy on the top here. So I'm just going to go up to this this point here and start heavy tanking it. But we see an M7 here. Now watch this when I shoot him. Oh, of course I missed there, but watch this. Watch this. Do you see that huge explosion? I think what happened is I hit his engine. It started on fire, but he had an automatic fire extinguisher, and it put it out. We'll see that at the end in the after battle results screen. So we'll drive up here. So our first kill right there, and already I'm loving the rate of fire on this gun. I hated it on the Sherman. In fact, I just didn't like driving the Sherman at all. I'm not a heavy or a medium tanks guy. I just can't drive them. And boom, another shot. So as you can see, I'm just loving this tank. This is very fun for me to drive this. M2 medium. Let's put some shots into him, or try. Hetzer, we're just going to bounce off the top of him. Put a good shot into that T-82, but he gets killed. So now I'm starting to concern myself with this M4. He might have a derp cannon. He might have the gold derp that everybody fucking uses in the M4. So I'm going to start getting around here and try to take him out. Luckily, he's pretty weak. There we go. Yep, one shot and he's gone. And it looked like he had the derp, so that's a dangerous gun out of play here. So we'll move up. Oh, we got another T1 Heavy. Okay, so this is where it happens. I got an angle, and I started out with less health than him, so pretty soon here. Well, he's actually not doing a very good job penetrating me, but I switched to my premium to ensure that I penetrate him. As you can see, I'm having some bounces here. There we go. Now I've got premium. Now I'm going to get through him every time. And this is the kind of situation where you need to be using premium. You need to ensure that you're getting through this guy so you don't get killed. And I come out on top, so I'd say it was very worth it. Take the T40 out of play. Move up. So already we're at 5 kills here. Very first game in the T1 Heavy, and I'm absolutely loving this thing. Just great from the start. There we go. Top Gun right off the bat. Can we do better? Can we get ourselves some more kills? Moving up here, we got a Hetzer. He gets killed. And the M3 Stewart's too far away for me to get to. Move up here. This thing is just a giant slab of metal. Just awesome. Oh, PZ1C over here. Let's see what we can hit. And it's over. 13-3. We just had a great time. The Wolverine and I, we were just huge parts of this team. He got 5 kills. I got 6 kills. We just had a lot of fun. Rolled into the enemy base and just dominated. And we're not going to get another kill. But a Top Gun on the very first match I played in this thing with the stock everything except for the tracks is just amazing. I was very, very happy with this tank. So now we're going to go to the after battle results screen and we're going to check that out. Alright, that was just great. As I said before, the very first match I've ever had in my T1 heavy tank. All that I had put on it was when I sold my M3 Lee, I used gold to demount the medium caliber tank rammer and I actually bought, because this is a different class of ventilations. I had to buy class 3 ventilations for this, but these are the only two things I put on it. I researched the tracks, and that's it. But other than that, I was fairly stock. So, very first match in it, had a great time. As you can see, 32,698 credits made at 2,886 experience, doubled for the first victory because it was the very first battle I've ever had in the tank. I got a first class mastery badge, sharpshooter, master gunner, steel wall, top gun, sniper, and we got 6 kills. So with the T1 heavy, this is when we were having that duel, and I switched to premium to ensure that I would win, and I did. But we destroyed his track and knocked out his ammo rack, radio, and track. And then, of course, got the kill. The M7, we destroyed his fuel tank and his track, so that is what happened. I think what happened was I hit him, and then you saw that big explosion. He stopped dead, and he might have had an automatic fire extinguisher, and it put it out for him, but he was still stuck there because of his track being damaged. And PZ38NA, we took the driver out. In the M2 medium, we took the track out. So yeah, and the only thing we damaged but didn't kill was the T82. And we did 103 damage into him. So what do I think of the Tier 1 heavy tank? I'm loving it. But this was just my first match. What a great tank. That was just fun, driving in there and kicking ass. 3 battle merits, 1,306 damage done, 962 experience, the most on both teams, and no one else got any battle merits, but this guy did a hell of a lot of damage, got a ton of kills, and got a good amount of experience. The Wolverine, he got 5 kills on my team, so very good job to you, Wolverine. Detailed report will go in here. So even though I used premium, I actually still made a profit, and I had to use that premium to ensure I was getting through the T1 heavy, because that was a duel. Well, and that was a situation where it's perfectly okay to use premium. You come up on another tank of the same tier and it was actually the same exact tank as me. I think he was also stock. I don't know too much about the T1 heavy right now, but we came face to face, and I had less health, so I had to make sure every shot penetrated. So I used my premium ammo. Shots fired 21, direct hits 20, and penetrations 18. So I still didn't penetrate with a couple of my shots, but I did 1,309 damage. I received 11 hits. 9 of them were penetrations. One was a splash damage. That didn't count as the 11. And then 2 of them were non-penetrations, with a potential damage of 1,910. So as you can see, with 600 hit points, this tank does the job of heavy tank. Very much so. It took the damage. It got a bunch of bounces. The tracks ate a lot of damage, and it still won the match alive. It withstood a potential of 1,910 damage with only 600 hit points. Very much so a heavy tank, and I am really enjoying it. But yeah, after having that as my very first match, why wouldn't I enjoy it? Anyway, if you like the match, leave me a like, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Take it easy, gents.